We made it, guys. It is the very last day of 2020. Thank God we have to leave 2020 behind us, and hopefully 2021 will be a much better year for all of us. And before I get started to the subject of the video today, the last video of the year, I want to thank all of you guys, the ones that have been with me from the very beginning, the ones that just joining now, my members. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. You made 2020 a much better year, and hopefully you had fun hanging out with me too, you know, with my silliness, reacting to things and talking about movies. And my channel, I love talking about movies. However, usually at this time of the year, I'm making my list of the top movies and the worst movies, but I don't feel that this year we even had enough content. I didn't really see enough new content as far as movies to react to films. A lot of stuff were delayed. So I feel that that list is not gonna happen this year because it was a different year. So it will be a different ending of the year video. That said, there is hope on the horizon, especially for Star Wars fans. You know, if you watched The Mandalorian and you saw the return of Luke Skywalker, you are probably now have a smile on your face because a lot of the fans were happy. However, not everything is sunshine at Lucasfilm. If you watched my latest video, I talked about a Lucasfilm executive that mocked Star Wars theory for reacting, you know, emotionally towards Luke Skywalker, and which even passes a bad image, and then he later apparently apologizes, but it's just not a nice look. And especially for those of you guys that have been following the whole Star Wars drama throughout the sequels, you know, the people that worked in the sequels are not the same people working in The Mandalorian, and it feels like they have a rivalry, you know. And The Mandalorian has proven to be extremely successful, thanks to Baby Yoda, thanks to Luke Skywalker, thanks to thanks to good storytelling, good writing. You know, the fact that you honored an original character the way that they did, you know, and that's how you do it. Indeed, like The Mandalorian is saying, this is the way indeed. So today I wanted to talk about Mark Hamill because with this whole situation with Lucasfilm, it really feels like there is this civil war going on there, where you have the people that hate the whole stuff that George created, which doesn't make much sense because without that stuff, you wouldn't even have Star Wars. And then you have the OT gang, you know, people that actually want Star Wars to go forward, but also honor what came before, which in my opinion was the way they should have done from the very beginning. And it appears that Mark Hamill picked a side on this fight because he, first and foremost, after the whole tweet of, you know, the Pablo Hidalgo thing, and then even Variety had an article talking about it, which is a major, you know, media company. You don't expect something like that from a Variety, but even Variety was calling Pablo Hidalgo out. Obviously, Mark Hamill knows about this, and then he tweets this. Sometimes the greatest gifts are the most unexpected and something you never realized you wanted until it was given. Hashtag thank you, John and Dave, as you can see right here. So this, in my opinion, is Mark Hamill definitely picking Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni's side. And not only that, then he continues, you know, right after all this whole confusion with the whole Pablo Hidalgo making fun of the fans, you know, and it's so petty. This was such a tough year for so many people. You know, there's so many real serious things going on in the world that the moment of happiness that people had with Luke Skywalker and joy, you know, fans really enjoying something that Lucasfilm made, you have someone from Lucasfilm making fun of the fans. I mean, clearly it's not a good message and really shows this person is, you know, petty, that this person is just, no matter what, if you are a official from a corporation, you know, you should not belittle or make fun of people that are, you know, love your brand, for instance. This is just not a good look. I'm not even saying that all the fans are saints and all of that, because of course there are some really terrible people writing terrible things over there. But when you work for a company like Lucasfilm, you should be above that, you know, you should ignore that kind of thing and not engage in bad type of conversation. And just the fact that this guy was caught on a thread making fun of Star Wars theory is just not a good look. But look, you know, Mark Hamill, you know, Luke Skywalker, apparently picked a side here, because after all of that, after the Variety article, after, you know, the fans showing support for Star Wars theory, Luke Skywalker himself, it's also kind of taking a jab at Pablo here. I mean, you could say it that way, because this is his next tweet, okay? First, he hashtag no words. Seeing fans' reaction to Luke's return is something I will cherish forever. Their anticipation seeing the X-Wing, robes, a lightsaber, a green lightsaber, a gloved hand, an ungloved hand, a force choke, R2 was overwhelming and very moving to me. And he also shared a compilation of fans reacting to his return. And I feel that Mark Hamill has been very vocal about the treatment of Luke Skywalker. You know, he bluntly said that he did not agree with Rian Johnson's treatment. He said many times, I fundamentally disagree with what you decided for my character. He understands Luke Skywalker, and he knew that that's not what the fans wanted to see. You know, especially after so many years without seeing the gang. We wanted to see the gang back together. We wanted to see Luke Skywalker, or at least we wanted to understand his choices, but I felt that the movie failed to really explain to us why would Luke become that way. And not only that, that's not a nice... Luke Skywalker is kind of the face of Star Wars for so many years, you know. The IP has been alive because of the OT characters, you know, because of the love of our parents that loved Star Wars and then showed it to us, and then we will show to the future generation. That's how Star Wars always worked, and it's just not a good look to belittle Luke Skywalker the way that he was. I am totally on board with Mark Hamill when he was displeased, and now I'm so happy that he finally got some justice here. And not only that, the fact that he's saying how moved he was by the fans' reaction is also another affirmation that sharing emotions is indeed okay. That's why entertainment exists, to take us out of our shitty reality, you know, the tough years that people are having. If they're having a little bit of joy with your favorite superhero, your favorite character, with the universe, there is nothing wrong with that. So I just really love Mark Hamill for speaking out on this, because he was definitely a voice that was not quiet during the whole... Right after the movie came out, there were red flags out there, and then soon when we saw the film, we were like, yeah, it's just weird, and it just doesn't work as a trilogy as a whole, because it messed up the story of Rise of Skywalker. And then towards the very end, they eliminate all the Skywalkers by killing Ben Solo. I think that was not a good idea to eliminate the Skywalkers. It's just not good. But all I could say, guys, is that there is a new hope, you know, and that is Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, you know. All the shows that they are taking over, I'm beyond excited. I cannot wait to see these films, these shows or films or whatever they're going to do. I wish they would just take over Star Wars, because they really show the love and care for all the characters, and they really show how to introduce new fans to Star Wars, but also respecting the older fans, you know, all of us that grew up with Star Wars, the love Luke Skywalker, the love, you know, the prequels, the love Anakin, the people that grew up watching Ahsoka. Everyone was pleased with the Mandalorian, and this is the way indeed. But anyways, guys, I hope that you have a great celebration. Happy New Year to you and all your family. Thank you again for sticking around with me, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next year. Bye.